We're in Greensboro, North Carolina. Picture Woolworth's lunch counter, 1960. Four young men, all dressed to the nines, sit patiently. They're college students, their faces full of hope and purpose. But something's off. No one's taking their order. Why? They're black, and this is the segregated South. The air is thick with tension, anticipation crackling like static electricity. The clatter of cutlery and murmured conversations seem to fade as all eyes focus on the four figures at the counter. These young men, their presence a silent protest, are about to change America, one lunch counter stool at a time. Enter Doris, our waitress. She's all sharp edges, sharp voice, sharp cheekbones, hair pulled back tight. Think Joan Crawford after a double shift and a pack of cigarettes. Doris eyes the students with a disdain usually reserved for stale bread and chipped coffee mugs.
"Y'all know you can't be served here," she says, her voice dripping with a syrupy southern drawl that does little to mask the bitterness beneath. "It's the law."
Doris plants her hands on her hips, her posture a rigid embodiment of the segregationist laws she feels duty-bound to uphold. The clatter in the diner resumes, the other patrons returning to their meals, stealing furtive glances at the unfolding drama.
"We're aware of the law, ma'am," Izell replies, his voice as smooth as butter melting on a hot biscuit. "But we'd just like to order some coffee and, well, a side of courage if you have it."
A ripple of nervous laughter runs through the diner. The sheer audacity of his request, laced with humor and defiance, hangs in the air. Doris, caught off guard by the unexpected response, sputters, momentarily speechless. Suddenly, three white girls, giggling and whispering amongst themselves, slide into the seats beside the young men. They're college students too, all bobby socks and poodle skirts. Think Sandra Dee, but with a conscience.
"We'll have what they're having," one of the girls chirps, her voice full of youthful exuberance.
"And Doris, honey, you can skip the courage."
Doris's face contorts into a mask of outrage. She splutters, she fumes, she looks like she might spontaneously combust. But before she can unleash her fury, the manager intervenes. He whispers something to the girls, who then reluctantly agree to leave, but only after finishing their coffee. Here's where it gets really interesting. The manager, a portly man with a receding hairline and a perpetual look of panic, calls for backup. Who shows up? Not the police. No, the entire AT&T college football team, all brawn and bewilderment, is tasked with escorting three teenage girls out of a diner.
The scene is pure comedy gold. The sheer absurdity of it all, the muscle-bound athletes looking utterly perplexed, the girls giggling uncontrollably, Doris fuming in the background, sends a wave of laughter through the diner. Even the students can't help but crack a smile.
This seemingly small act of defiance, this sit-in at Woolworth's lunch counter, sparked a movement. It showed the world that courage is contagious, that laughter can be a weapon against injustice, and that change, while often slow and messy, is always possible. The echo of those students' laughter, their courage in the face of adversity, continues to resonate today. It reminds us that sometimes all it takes is a cup of coffee and a healthy dose of defiance to change the world, one seat, one laugh, one act of courage at a time.